If you're raising a third culture kid, then to understand TCK's identity development, it is paramount. Self-identity is always the sum of a being's knowledge and understanding of themselves. Cultural identity is the feeling of identity of a group or a culture or an individual as far as she or he is influenced by their belonging to a group or a culture. So TCKs or CCKs, cross-cultural kids, are always very interesting. I'm going to give you a very quick overview of a TCK's identity development. In the TCK identity development model, stage 1 is called pre-encounter. This is where the children are just living their incredible but unusual, international, cross-cultural, highly mobile lives, such as my two children, one flying in from Bangkok and one in from Geneva to watch a baseball game, the Rockies, and they are playing in Denver, Colorado. Stage 2 is what we call encounter. This is when an awareness that the international childhood has made them quite different from other people. So here's an example. Say you're getting rental snowboarding equipment in Colorado. The guy at the counter says, "What level of snowboarder are you?" My child responds, "I've done intermediate runs." The guy says, "Where?" My child searches for an answer, trying to figure out what might work best. So the guy presses on. He says, "Copper Mountain? Echo Mountain? Aspen? Vale?" Finally, my child responds, "The Alps." And the guy has a blank stare. So my child responds, "The Swiss Alps." And again, the guy has no comment. Stage 3 is called exploration. This is where kids are really trying to figure out what's going on. I think of it in terms of when they categorize things. They label themselves and others into certain categories. They also do identification. They associate each other with certain groups. And they do comparison, where they're comparing groups to groups. It's a real big time of trying to figure out who they are. Stage 4 is called integration. This is when they either embrace or discard things. I actually call it the Lego time because it reminds me of how a child will sift through a huge box of Lego pieces until they find just the right one, and then they'll hold on tight to that one until they find the next piece that fits just right. Stage 5 is called recycling, and it always is recycling or a circle for TCKs and CCKs. They continue to have encounters, and this leads to more explorations, and that leads to more integration. So the circle continues when they're trying to do their identity development. For many children, this goes on for years. We will look closely at the 5 stages of TCK identity development again and flip through them very quickly. But remember, you will have the ability to access this presentation anytime you want off the internet.